Hey Flosstube, this is Amy. Hope you're having a great stitching week. I am so excited that those of you that have been here before have come back to spend time with me. And for those of you that are new to this channel all about cross stitch, welcome, and I'm so glad that you joined us today. It's been a while. I've been trying to record every week or two, and it's actually been 2+ weeks. So I have a lot to share with you. It's been busy. Life got crazy. London, our little Maltese puppy, just turned 6 months old, so she was able to go ahead and get her spay done, and that was a week ago today. So that was traumatic for me, and she's doing really well. It's amazing how fast puppies heal. So she's doing well, but definitely glad to get that over with. She finally topped 5 pounds. She's right at 5 pounds, so she's kind of a chunk now, and was able to handle that surgery just fine. She also had to get a couple of her canine puppy teeth pulled because the permanent ones came in and the top canines did not come out, which they said was not unusual. So she had 2 little rows of teeth that they had to pull. So we got all that done at the same time. So life update, that's what I've been doing. So February, I just wanted to get some things finished up and kind of reflect on what I've done so far and then get ready for all the new things coming out for market because I'm so excited to see all the market releases. So I kind of looked back, and so far this year, my finishes, I finished my One Nation Bygone Stitches on January 1st. So that was really a last year stitch, but I finished it on New Year's Day this year. I finished This Is Us little custom red metal stand design. I finished Autumn Quakers. I finished it, and I think I showed you guys what it looked like, but I've got it back and it's fully finished and it's framed, and I'm so happy to share this with you. So this is Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor. For those of you that have been with me while I stitched this, I had a crazy stitching day of about 10 to 12 hours, and I stitched and stitched and stitched, and then I realized I was off. And after that long of stitching, I was really okay with that. I decided to move the date down here, and then the original pattern is up here closer to the top. So mine is personalized a little bit. I filled in some other motifs and some little gaps that I had, but I really like the way it turned out. This is on 28 count doubloon Lugana with all Victorian motto limited threads, and it was framed at Hobby Lobby. So it's kind of the little wormhole distressed wood that I thought looked really good with it. Kind of matches my stain on my cabinets and shelving and trim in my house. So I love the way it turned out. So this is the first piece I've had professionally framed for myself in almost 30 years. 25 years, I guess. So I think it was worth it. I didn't get any glass. I didn't get any matting, just the frame. I think they did a good job. So that's that. Yay! Another piece that I finished in February was my birthday start. My birthday was December 23rd, and I started the Ink Circles Cirque Decors, and it is finished, but not fully finished. So everything's there. This is on a 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana, and it's the Silks for You variegated floss. So I think that I'll be able to hopefully finish that one myself. I talked about getting my mom's piece, her birthday's in April, getting it framed and or finishing it cute for her, but I think that she would like to have it framed. So I hope this week to get her up to Hobby Lobby and she can pick out her frame since that's going to go in her house. So I'll show you that as soon as that gets done. And So far, so good. What else have I finished? You saw my Nantucket Village by the Bay Needleworks, Needle Art, and I love that. And I'm looking at starting a new pattern. I'm looking at the Serenity Harbor. It's huge, it's beautiful, but I haven't ordered anything yet. So I definitely need to order another by the Bay Needle Art piece because I thought that was so pretty. I finished Cinnamon Stars that I showed you last time. That's not fully finished yet, but it's the stitching is complete on it. And that's it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 finishes, I think, for 2020. And I'm working on some more. I found this old piece. I was going through some old piano music. I pulled out all my piano music and had my girls come and pick out what they wanted to take from when they took piano. And then I found a piece that I had done a long time ago. And I don't know where I got this pattern, but I always wanted a grand or a baby grand piano. I ended up getting a grand piano. So it's kind of fun. So I thought about hanging this in my piano room. So blast from the past. What I've been working on is I've worked a little bit on my Lizzie Kate Into All a Good Night, which is so funny because people see me stitching this and they're saying, you know what, Christmas is over. I was like, no, I'm just early for next year. So I worked on this and I'm stitching this on this beautiful linen. And this is Pecan Brittle. And I think he's cute. So instead of using the Whisper threads, I used 3 strands of the white for coverage. In the pattern, it calls for swirlies on the beard. Sorry about the glare. I started the swirlies, so you can kind of tell where I started, and I didn't like the way it was looking, so I took them out and left it. So this is done. I've pulled some Victorian mottos for the green and the red, and then everything else is the called for DMC. So I'm using Victorian Pine Bough for the green, and I'm using, hang on, I'll tell you, Glory Rose for the red. So I really like it. I'm getting the hang of the stitching on linen. It was a big jump to go from Aida to even weave, and now getting to jump from even weave to linen is fun. So I like it all. The fabric is amazing now. Another thing I've been stitching, those of you that have been with me know that I was working on the Tiny Modernist Words to Live By, and I stitched this whole frame on some black Aida with my white thread. And I was off. The frame was awful. It was crooked. I went ahead and did the central motif, squeezed it in, and oh. So we kind of had a vote, and some of you were like, leave it, and some were like, yeah, I'm with you. That would bug me too. So I started over. This is some gray, just gray 16 count Aida. And I went ahead and stitched the frame in DMC 3607. Got the center motif all the way done. Got the second release finished. I'm working on the third. And I bought pieces. I've got this piece and then this piece that I've bought. So I bought 4 pieces. And I haven't bought the rest yet. So I was going to wait and see if I liked it. The colors are not way vibrant on the monitor, but they are showing up really well in person. So I like that. And after, because all the chalk on the farm or chalk pieces that I was doing with the black and white, I was ready for some color on that one. So I think it's turning out really cute. I'm using all the called for DMC on those. So I was excited that the frame finished and that it matched. And for those of you that didn't hear how I finally got the frame to work, I stitched a single leg, and on the 10th stitch I would cross it. So I have a full cross on each 10th stitch, the 10th, 20th, 30th, so on. And then after I knew I was right, then I'm going in and gradually filling that in. So that worked out really well. So that's why some of the lines look thicker than the others, because I haven't finished crossing. This is kind of some mindless cross stitch. I can do this one in the car since it's on light fabric and it's on Aida. I have a harder time car stitching with the linen. So this is good car stitching. I stitched this on the way to church last Sunday. Another piece that I'm working on is Liberty Lane by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I'm using the Priscilla color conversion idea. So I'm not using the actual like Classic Colorworks and Weeks colors. I am using her color choices and then pulling Victorian motto flosses to correspond pretty close to that. So I'm definitely copying Priscilla's colors for this. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count weathered shingles. This fabric is beautiful. And I love the red, white, and blue. These colors make me happy. The other day I grabbed some, what is her name? Pioneer Woman. Yeah, Pioneer Woman dishes at Walmart and some little rugs for by the door. And they had these bright colors in it, just the red, whites, and blues for spring. And I really like those colors. So I think that's turning out really well. So using Priscilla's idea, but then substituting my Victorian motto and some DMC as well. So that's my Liberty Lane. What I've been doing is I just grabbed a Happy Planner. And what I've done is I have just noted what I've stitched on what days. So like on this day I worked on Words to Live By border. Started the central design, worked on the central design, just making notes for myself on what I did. Anytime I had a finish, I would write it down. When I started something new and I wanted to note some colors in there, I would. And then at the front of it, I just added extra pages to go ahead and make a list of things that I've done so far, what I'm working on. I went back and did my 2019 finishes, just so I would have that as well. Just kind of a gauge for me. I'm not counting stitches, I'm not counting hours. I'm just kind of noting what projects I work on. And it doesn't matter what project I'm working on, that's my favorite project for that time. It's always my favorite, whichever one I'm working on, and I never want to put it down. So couple of haul pieces that I've gotten. I have been watching Jan Hicks, her basics of cross stitch videos, and I've been cross stitching forever. I left it for about 20 years and then came back to it. So things have changed a lot, and I've been back at it almost 2 years now. But I love to learn as a teacher. I love for other people to teach me. So I went back to Jan's videos and I watched from the first session. She has 10 videos out now for the basics of cross stitch, and I was like, I'm going to cross stitching school. I want to learn all about if there's anything I can learn, if I can learn one thing from each video, and I have, and it's been very helpful. So because of her, I went and bought some DMC, the metallic, and then this kind as well, just to play with these. I haven't really used these, so I thought that might be fun. I also, project bags. I was going to show you project bags. Okay, I'll have to show you project bags next time. I thought I had them out. But I made 4 more project bags and ran out of the plastic vinyl that I needed. So I got some more vinyl. This time I don't like the really thin vinyl, and last time I ended up making some with thicker vinyl, and I think when I bought some this time that I bought maybe too thick of vinyl, but hopefully my machine needle will go through it and it will work. But I really want to show those to you. Hang on one sec. All right, I found my project bags. So I made a couple of Christmas designs because I had some cute Christmas fabric. They're not perfect, but they work for me. I gave one to a girlfriend the other day because she is starting to cross stitch, and I just told her, don't look at the stitching too close. Here's another one I made. Here's one. I like the vinyl front so I can look in and see what's in there without digging through it. So I was at Hobby Lobby and they were having a fabric clearance sale, and I got the cutest fabric. That's why I had to go get more vinyl to balance out my supplies and make some more bags. But this, oh my goodness, you guys know I like London. Of course, I named my puppy London. London's one of my favorite places to visit, but this is just some cute little London fabric. And then I got this fabric, and it's the heavier fabric, but this is really pretty for some project bags. And instead of, I don't know if I'm going to do coordinating fabric or just do that fabric on both parts of the bag. These colors just reminded me of happiness and spring. Ordered a big package of zippers off Amazon, so I have the bright colored zippers. But I thought this was so pretty. So I'm going to make some project bags some more. Every one I make gets a little bit better. So I also got supplies to make needle minders. Hobby Lobby was having a clearance sale on some stuff that I've been looking at for a while, so figured it was the perfect time. And I got some really, really strong magnets, the Neo whatever ones, the rare earth magnets, and they are super strong. So I hope that it's not going to damage my stitching. This one says, put good things into the world. And these are little charms, jewelry charms that they were clearancing out. But I didn't mind the extra little piece being on there. Stand strong. This one has a needle on it. This one says, smile, sparkle, and shine. Oh, happy day. And then somewhere I have a little camper. Oh, I hear it. No. Got a silver camper, the same brand. So fun needle minders on that. That's really saved some needles, saved some from going in the couch or under the couch. Although I did find one today when I was vacuuming. I moved my couch and lo and behold, there's another needle. Haul, another thing that I got was my Victorian Motto sampler shop. My limited club came in. You may have seen these, but for those of you that haven't, Prairie Flower, February special. This is just an aqua. Kind of see some variegation. Oh, I love aqua. So pretty. New coral reef. This is gorgeous. I think I need to figure out something to do with this and this together. And then this can be my needle minder. I also got more red dye to play with. So, Monet green. I always need a good dark green. This is Old Aztec. And Old Prim Blue. So yeah, I'm looking at a new start. I know I'm trying to do my finish at February, but everybody's talking about the leap year starts, and I know a lot of you are doing the long dog sampler, and the goal is to get it finished in 4 years by the next leap year. So I don't have a project that big at this moment. If I got my Serenity Harbor, that would definitely be a good one for that. But I have another ink circles piece. It's the tapestry that I thought I might do as a companion piece to my Cert Decors. It's not the same shape. It's a square instead of a rectangle. But I have my Silks for You. I have tons left of that same variegated floss that I could use for that one as well. So I'm thinking about that being my leap day start. and definitely want to jump in and start something new with you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also coming up on my 6-month Flosstube anniversary. I believe the 28th will be my 6-month anniversary. So maybe combine that start with my leap day start. But there's so many things to stitch, and I don't know about you guys, but market, I don't know. It's like I want that. You know, everything that comes out is just really fun to see. Another thing that I like besides market, since I missed so many years of cross stitch, I love getting to every once in a while when I'm close to a cross stitch shop, because my closest cross stitch store is 5.5 hours away. So my closest one is not one I can get to easily. So I love getting into cross stitch stores when we're traveling and to look through their old patterns, look through those bargain bins, because I haven't seen all those patterns. They're not old to me, they're new to me. So I feel like I missed out on so much that I'm still, a lot of the old stuff is new too. But you guys let me know, like if there's something that I really need to see for market. I don't know, there's so many, how to choose. But I'm excited about doing that. Even though I don't have a local needlework shop, I think I might go ahead and call one of them and get on that list for some pre-orders to make sure that I get what I want, if I ever get it narrowed down to what I actually want. So gosh guys, sorry it's been so long. Thanks for letting me ramble a little bit and get caught up with you on what all is going on in my cross stitch world. I would love to hear what you're doing. I try to follow a lot of you on Instagram, and that's always fun. And I need to post more on Instagram. So I'm definitely, now that we're out of the woods with Miss London, ready to jump back in and get some stuff done. So thank you guys for spending time with me. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for your comments. I love knowing that someone's out there and I'm not just rambling to myself. I love watching you guys. I love hearing from you guys. So let me know what's going on in your world. Until next time. Bye guys.